Hi guys, welcome back to Mentour and yet another video podcast. I hope you're all doing fantastic. So today I am shooting the podcast from the fantastic beaches of Platja de Aro in Girona. Why am I doing that? Well, frankly, it's just because it's awesome. Basically, I'm here by myself now. The autumn has rolled in, so it's still 23 degrees, but as you can see, there's pretty much me and no one else. So I couldn't think of a better place to do this video, to be perfectly honest. The theme today is basically just motivation, alright? I have lately been receiving a lot of questions and wondering from people who are doing their elementary school and they don't feel like they're doing very well in school, and they want to know if they still can become pilots and if that's possible to. And what I want to do with this video today is just tell you guys that everything is possible. There is nothing that you cannot do, alright? I am a living, breathing example of that. I wasn't very good at school at all. Basically, when I was 8-9 years old, I was terrible at maths and everything. As I grew older, when I was about 12-13, I was still not very good in school, okay? It took me a lot of work to understand mathematics, physics, things like that. But after I found my goal, after I found out that I really wanted to become a pilot, everything became much easier. It wasn't less work, but it became much easier to motivate myself to try to do well. The people in life who succeed generally are not the people who have it easiest in school. It tends to be the people who have to work quite hard to achieve their goals, and the reason for that is that, frankly, life is like that. You need to work hard to achieve anything. If you have it really easy in school, let's say that you're you don't have to care that much about doing homework. You find the exams fairly easy to do, things like that. At some point in life, be it in the later stages of your education or be it when you start looking for work, you will have to work hard. And if you've never done so before, you will find it much harder to do so once you have to. Which is why people who tend to have not struggled we're talking about people with a normal intelligence level, just normal people, but who has to work quite hard in order to achieve good grades in school and so on. They are used to that. So when it's time for them to come to higher education, or like in my case, go into pilot studies, they know what it's like to really kind of dig their feet into the ground and work really hard to achieve what they're trying to do. So that's kind of what I want to tell you guys. Those of you who have been sending me emails saying that you think you won't be able to make it because you're not that good in school, is that you will have to work hard, okay? I'm saying this in all my podcasts, and I'm going to keep saying that. You will have to work hard to achieve your goals. But what you really need is motivation. And if you found motivation, be it in the field of aviation or be it in any other kind of goal, maybe you want to be a biologist, maybe you want to be a flight attendant, a lifeguard, a firefighter, anything, as long as you have a clear goal and you find your ways towards that goal. So you look for special schools that you need to go to, you see what kind of grades you need. As soon as you see and you have those goals set up for you, it's going to be much easier for you to achieve those goals. At least it was for me, and I think that probably goes for pretty much everyone. That as long as you know the pathway to go there and you can see the goal clear ahead of you, it's going to be much easier for you to reach that goal. I know how hard it is to just be in school and do all the subjects, and you don't really see what's the point. Why do I have to learn this? Why do I have to learn that? Even the subjects which doesn't have anything to do with your particular goal. So, for example, you don't really know why you should be good at painting to become a pilot. But if you know that you have to have a good grade in that subject in order for you to be able to access the school that you want to get into, then you will have the motivation to do good in those subjects as well. So that's what I want to tell you guys. There's nothing in this world which you cannot do. You can achieve pretty much anything you want within reasonable limits, providing that you work hard and providing that you do your best. I mean, I know I'm going to get comments on this when it comes to the financial part of it, that it's really hard to become a pilot, for example, if you don't have the financial means to do so. But in my case, for example, I looked around because we didn't have much money. So I looked around to see if there was any other solution to it. And in my case, I was living in Sweden, and Sweden turned out to have a government-sponsored program. So, I mean, that might be the case for you guys as well. And if it's not, maybe there's another way to go. Maybe you can go through an airline, for example. There are starting to be more and more airline who pops up and gives sponsored cadets programs where they basically sponsor your training. But then you are bonded, so you have to work for that particular airline for a certain number of years. Those programs exist. Or maybe you have to go through the military, or maybe you'll find a rich uncle or someone close by who can help you out with a mortgage. There are always ways to achieve the goal, even though they might not be very apparent. Maybe it will be hard to find those means to achieve the goal, but there are always ways that you can do it, and that's really the point with this podcast, guys. I wanted to tell that to all of you guys who is afraid that your grades might not be good enough, or that you don't have the talent needed in order to achieve it. You do. You have it within you, but you have to access it. And in my experience, the way to access it is to find that one goal, to look for ways to achieving that goal, and then work really hard to try to achieve them. I hope that helps, guys. I'm willing to answer questions from you guys when it comes to this, but I don't have any magic key. There's nothing I can tell you guys that will make it easier to achieve that goal. I don't know many airlines who do this cadet schemes. You're gonna have to look for them yourself. Go out on the internet, check through internet forums, look at aviation forums, look everywhere. To try to find these things. I won't be able to help you in detail, but I can help you to try to motivate you, and I can help you by giving you my point of view, my experience of the life as an airline pilot and how I got there. And I'd love to do that, guys, but the actual work you will have to put in yourself. So guys, that's what I wanted to do with this podcast. I just wanted to make a quick note about it. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. I really appreciate all the positive comments I'm getting. And I really like as well that some of you guys are getting in and helping each other out. So when I don't have time to answer the questions that you're posing, I see that some of you guys are jumping in and helping out. And as long as you're doing that in a really positive way, I find that great. That's exactly what I wanted with this channel. I wanted it both to be me helping out, but also I wanted other people who maybe are in the industry already or are in the aviation schools already, to come in and in a very constructive and positive way help guys who are not really there yet, right? So keep doing that. I really appreciate it. I think it's fantastic to see that people are helping out, and I hope that this channel continues to be a source of positive and constructive info given out. Okay, guys. As always, you'll find me on Twitter, you'll find me on Instagram, you'll find me on Facebook. Share this content if you think that it's helpful, and I will keep doing my technical videos coming up. But for now, I'm gonna try to find myself a decent cup of coffee, which I don't think is gonna be very hard because this place is awesome, especially now in the autumn when there's not too many tourists around. And I will see you next time.